Today we're going to make some interchangeable, stackable memory wire bracelets. And this is just a sample of what you can make. It's a great way to use up some beads. Hi everyone, I'm Vicki with Avante Jewelry. Welcome to our channel. As I said, today we're going to have fun making some interchangeable, stackable memory wire bracelets. And I have a lot to show you, so let's get started. We're going to make several bracelets today, and I have an inspiration piece here. This is a blouse that I really love. It's a multicolor, multi-print blouse, and I get a lot of compliments on it. So it is one of my favorites. In fact, to be honest, I have 3 blouses similar to this, but all different colors. And this one is kind of rust and brown and black and some turquoise. But this is my inspiration piece today. So my suggestion to you for this project is to go find one of your favorite blouses that's multicolor, if you wear multicolor, and let it inspire you. We're going to work with memory wire today, and we're going to make several bracelets. Yes, several. We're not going to make one long one. We're going to make several short ones. So you need some memory wire, and you need some memory wire cutters. And I like to let this overlap. See, it's like a slinky. I like to let this overlap just a little more than an inch, about 1.25 inches. And you have to use memory wire cutters because it will damage any other cutters that you have. So memory wire cutters is what you'll need. And I have a link for these below the video. In fact, I have a link for a lot of my supplies below the video. Got this memory wire, and I pulled out my trays of beads that are predominantly black with a little bit of gray. Some of them are gray. So I've gone through these already, and I picked out 2 of each style or shape of bead, just 2 of each. Although I did pick out 1 focal point bead, and this is the bead that I picked out for the focal point. So this project today is a good way to use up any random beads that you have. So we have this overlapping about 1¼ inches. And if you don't know, memory wire goes around your wrist like that and just wraps over itself, and it keeps its shape. I'm pretty certain most of you are familiar with memory wire. I threaded them on the memory wire just to see how many beads that I would need. So other than the focal point bead, I truly have just 2 of each bead. I decided to thread them on here, not in the order that I'm going to finish the bracelet, but just to make sure that I have enough beads for the project, allowing enough room at the end so that I can make a little end loop at the end of each wire. I'll need to make a little loop here. So now that I know that I have enough beads to fill this up, get them off of here. Make sure they all get back over here. And this is what we have. Here's my focal point. I'm going to put that on first. And I did experiment. Let me show you here. Before we do that, let's talk about beads versus memory wire. A lot of beads don't work with memory wire. They just won't go on right. This round one gets stuck. It doesn't like the curvature of the memory wire, and it's also pretty thick. This one is thick, and it's oval. Let's try that. Nope, not going to work. This one is oval, but rounded. Nope, not going to work, and I'm not going to force this wire. This one here is a round stone, and I can get that on, so that was a potential one. But I can feel it wanting to flatten out the wire. This one is acrylic. It's not going to go on, doesn't like the curvature. And this is a small round one that does work. It's about 1/2 inch. So I'm going to eliminate all of these beads and stay with the ones that I already picked. Well, I was hoping not to do this, but before we get started, I need to tell you that memory wire can be very, very sharp on the end. So sharp that it might actually cut you. Let's file this. This is a combination of a micro engraver and a handheld little sanding tool here. We put it together. I should have known to sand this before trying this on. You can also rub this on some sandpaper if you'd like. I got a boo-boo. Boo-boos happen. On with our project. Place your focal bead on first, and I think the focal bead should be something unique, something that stands out from the rest of the beads. And I do have a mix of acrylic beads and glass beads, and I might even have some stone beads here. I've got quite a variety. So focal point bead. It just fell off. Turn it upside down, otherwise you'll just keep losing your beads. We've got 2 beads of every pattern, and I'm just going to place 1 on each side of the focal point bead. I'm just going to randomly place these and hope I like them. And if I don't, I'll take them off and start again. I'll show it to you in between each bead. And you can use daisy spacers in between, or rondelles, rhinestone rondelles, whatever you'd like. Whatever you have on hand. As I said, this is a great way to use up random beads. However, I am thinking about keeping the larger beads towards the top side and working down to smaller beads. One side doesn't work, try the other side. Kind of alternating the black and the gray right now, or silver. All different shapes. I think it makes it unique. Kind of wishing I used these silver ones a little sooner. I'm going to back this off. See, I already changed my mind. How easy is that? I probably would even like these up here. Why not? I wear a lot of silver. Just going back and forth from side to side. There's always the option of going ahead and putting a loop in one end so that your beads don't risk falling off. You can most certainly do that. I'm really not thinking it through too much. It's just a matter of what I like. Putting these on according to what looks nice as I go. So how well did I really do on picking out my beads here? I have to have enough room to make the loop at the end. Getting smaller in my beads. That was intentional. Getting just to where I have black now. All right, before I finish this end, because I need to have room to make my little loop at the end, I'm going to go ahead and clip this off. These clips work really well for that. And let's finish the pattern here. I have a round bead. Actually, it's a faceted bead. And then I have a rondelle and then just a small black bead. So that's kind of how I'm finishing it. What I want to do is go ahead and get this loop made. To do that, you'll need your round nose pliers and just get a hold of it. Oh, probably about here. Not too far. I want it to be a smaller bead. I'm going to loop inwards here. And you really have to have a good grip because it's very stiff. And you just want to get it closed like so. Now let's finish the other end. I lost one bead. I'll push them back. I could have allowed even more than what I did. I did what, 1 1/4 extra. That's all I have left. So I could have allowed a little more, but I think I can do it. I'm going to get a hold of the very end of the wire and holding on really tight, working it as I go. It's not closed yet. You need to have it closed all the way. I've got it here. Let's see how it fits. You know, memory wire is one of these things that it's one size fits most. It doesn't actually cross over a whole lot. It could cross over a little bit more. So I might cut the next one. Well, let's lay these beads flat where they should be flat. But I can cut the next one a little longer. But here we go. We've got the first one done. Let's see how I did with coordinating it with my blouse. What do you think? We have a basic black and gray memory wire bracelet with a unique focal point and random beads using 2 of each. One bracelet down, let's make another. Because I want this to overlap a little more, I'm going to cut another piece of memory wire. I've got plenty to work with here. Can make a lot of bracelets with 1 pack of memory wire. I'm going to give myself more room. I'm going to make it longer. What's the first thing we want to do? File it. It's still a little bit sharp, but it's better. The next color that I want to pull out from my blouse is a neutral color. And I can see that it's really not white. It's more of an off-white or light cream color. I was going to make white, but when I put a white bead next to it, you can see that it's a lot more cream color. And that's okay. I'm sure I have some cream colored beads around here somewhere. These are stones, a couple of those. I don't have as many off-white beads as I thought I did, other than faux pearls, but I do have some tan, light tan. These are stones. Again, I'm trying to work with 2 of each. This one might be a little more challenging. Could be a focal point bead. It's a stone. One side is a little less perfect than the other, but I can see this stone going with this blouse. So if I'm going to mix in some tans, and that even has just a slight dark gray or almost black, I think that might end up being my focal point bead. I have some glass that have a little bit of tan in them. I'm not sure how many I'm going to need yet, but I'm going to keep trying to get 2 of everything. That almost goes a little bit too gold. Sometimes having a lot of beads can make it more challenging. I think I can make that work. See what I mean? More challenging.
I was never the one to write up a song for just anyone. I was always the one to find myself lost in old conversations. Cause I've always been told that things will unfold if you keep on waiting. But then you came along and proved me all wrong. I was so mistaken. Cause you glue all the pieces back together. Yeah, you take all my wrongs and make them better. Yeah, you're making me wanna try forever. And I feel so free, oh my sweet baby. I was never the one to give up the ghost. No, I was so stuck. I kept on playing my part, wanting to give up cause nothing was changing. But with you it's so clear, and now that you're here I see colors in every spectrum. Guess I finally learned my lesson. Cause
I have a variety of beads picked out here, and I pulled some orange ones along the way, but I'm not sure that I like the orange with it. I don't know if I want to be that specific, you know, with the orange. So I think I'm going to eliminate the orange and just stay in the neutral tones. Orange is out for this one, even though I have a lot of orange in the blouse. I think instead I'm going to add some more black, going with black and brown. I went ahead and filed these already. They're still a little bit sharp, but I did file them. And let's start with our focal point bead. One side seems to go in better than the other. Trying to center it up here to where the wire crosses over itself. And let's see what we've got here.
I was never the one to write up a song for just anyone. I was always the one to find myself lost in old conversations. Cause I've always been told that things will unfold if you keep on waiting. But then you...
That looks really white now next to the cream color, the off-white, so I'm not going to use these.
All the pieces back together. Yeah, you take all my wrongs and make them better. Yeah, you're making me wanna try forever. And I feel so free, oh my sweet baby.
Taking out anything that looks like it's orange, or in the white ones.
I was never the one to give up the ghost. No, I was so stuck. I kept on playing my part, wanting to give up cause nothing was changing.
Pretty much to the point where I need to clip it off and just make sure I have about the same amount of room. Trying to see if these overlap pretty close to the same. Pretty close. Okay, clip one off. Finish this up. Decide what beads I'm going with for the rest of it.
Make them better. Yeah, you're making me wanna try forever. And I feel so free.
I need to allow enough to be able to make my loop. I think I've got it. Round nose pliers, pretty close to the end. Holding on tight. Make that tight loop there. Now let's take this clip off and finish up the pattern. Fingers crossed it all fits.
And else for the rest of our time, and I know it so well.
I have enough to close it up and make sure those beads don't slip off. I have a few left, and that's fine. Better to have too many than not enough. And this is the finished bracelet.
What wrongs and make them better. Yeah, you.
I think it picks up the taupe colors really well. Taupe and the brown. How's it look with the other bracelet?
Baby.
Same idea, but completely different patterns. Let's make one more bracelet that would go with either one of these. I bought this necklace a couple of months ago. Actually, I bought it several months ago. It was our anniversary, and we were over in North Carolina. I did pay up for it. It's $6, so that's paying up for me. Look at this. We have 5 strands of glass crystals. I think I showed it to you not too long ago in a video. Absolutely gorgeous. Now these are pretty small. But let's just see if we made another bracelet with those, or we have these little teardrop beads or a combination thereof. Let's see what we can come up with here. It's time to take this apart and see what we have to work with. Doesn't have any branding on it. Well, it looks like it's on a black cord. It's unusual. Oh, it's knotted here. It's knotted in between. Oh my gosh. These knotted in between. I know it's a well-made necklace. And I know I probably could have sold it by itself, but I can imagine somebody else taking it apart just as well. It has knots every so many beads. I don't need a lot of beads. Well, maybe I do. These are pretty small. But let's get some of these out of here. I need a variety of sizes. But I wasn't expecting this to be knotted. No, it's not knotted every single bead. It's not. It's knotted in various places. Now that I look at it, I think it's worth the $6 that I paid for sure. I couldn't buy these glass beads, all of these beads, for $6. I don't know. I think I'll just go with those. I have another piece of memory wire, and I did go ahead and close the loop on one end. I'm just going to feed these on here. I think I'm going to dump some of these out. Dump them all out. Working in a brown bead here, checking to see that I have it fairly centered. I think it's pretty good. I think that looks pretty centered if I go ahead and make that loop now. I'm trying to decide if I need to add one more bead or not. Maybe one more. Round nose pliers, very tip. I think I got it. Let's stack these two and see how they look. They look good together, and they look good with my blouse. And let's see how it looks with the tan and brown with a little bit of black. It works with that. It's a little fancier, perhaps, a little more bling than this stone, but it still works. And let's make one more. I've been on a hunt for silver beads, and I found some from a prior project. And, you know, I haven't even made one yet where I pick out the turquoise and the blouse. And these bracelets will go with so many outfits that I have. But right now I'm gathering up silver beads. I don't have enough of any one bead, so I'm just going to go with a variety on this one. Let's see if this works. Another piece of memory wire, allowing about inch and, I don't know, well over an inch. That's all I can tell you. I'll get this filed and be right back. I have a variety of beads gathered here, and we just need to see what we can do. I did put the loop at the end of this and one small bead, but that does make it challenging to get the pattern just right, although I can cut off some excess. So let's give it a go and see what we can come up with.
I saw you from across the room. When our eyes met, I never knew that I could feel this way.
I think I'm going to put one of these sparkly beads, glitter, almost like a glitter bead. See if we're pretty close to halfway. I think so. It's so relaxing to do this. That looks good. I need just a finishing bead here. Got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Got a small bead for the end. Check it twice. Okay, I think I've got it. This might be a little longer than what I need, so I think I'm going to give it just a little trim. I'm just going to take this over to my trash can. Just cut a little bit off. I am going to file that again. Getting to the very end of it and give it a nice little loop, and we've got it. And then we've got, well, let's get the beads gathered up here before they go everywhere. We've got this one, and this one, and this one. So you can stack your memory wire bracelets. You can even put this one in between. What I like is that instead of having 3 strands, wrapped around 3 times on the memory wire, you can interchange these with other bracelets. I'm not sure how it's going to go with this one, but we're going to check. I think I could almost use a neutral tone for this to pick this up again. But this most certainly looks nice together. And I could even go on with larger beads. I can wear 1 bracelet, very dainty, 2 bracelets, or 3. It works. Let's make 1 more neutral bracelet so that we can have an option of wearing 3. I've been checking some crystals out just by putting them on a head pin and holding it up here. These are 6mm crystals, kind of a taupe color. I think these will work. And I've got plenty of them. Let's also see what it looks like if I tie in some black with it. Oh, I'm liking that a lot. So now it's a matter of the pattern that I want to create. Do I want to do 3 small and then a black and 3 small? I'm experimenting here on a head pin just because it's easier to see. So that's a tip for you here. You don't always have to put it on the memory wire. I might like that too. 3 small taupe and then 1 black. Okay, this time I'm not going to put the loop in the end because I'm just not sure how the pattern is going to fall. So I'm just going to start with 3 of the taupe color, 1 black, 3 of the taupe. You could also say it's, I guess it's a light gold, but it's kind of a taupey gold. And I'll just repeat this pattern and see what we end up with.
I'm gonna tell you that I love you 100 times a day. You'll get tired of my voice, that's how much I'm gonna tell you that I'll miss you. I'll miss you if you go. Yes, I'm gonna let you know just how much I tell your mama, I tell your papa too.
Since I don't want a glass bead at the end, I'm going to work in a small silver plated bead. I think I'm going to call it right there. Round nose pliers, get to the very end, good grip, make a loop, make sure it's closed as far as you can, push all the beads down, another silver plated bead, push everything down, and if you think you have it just a little too long, well, you can trim that off a little bit. My 3 in between, I'm going to trim this just a little bit over my trash can. File it again, round nose pliers, get to the end of it, and we have ourselves another memory wire bracelet. So let's see how this goes with this one. And then we can add the black and stack.
I'll miss you if you go. Yes, I'm gonna let you know just how much I tell your mama.
The pattern and designs are endless and you can interchange them. And if you hang in here with me, I'm going to make one that has turquoise in it. I hope you can see here all the different beads that I pulled out. Let me zoom in. I want the color to be as close as possible, but you know how it is with turquoise, aqua, turquoise, the color is all over the place. But I'd also like for it to be very dainty and very simple. And I like this one because it has little brown tones in it. So I'm thinking about making this the main stone. This one is a little brighter. This is quite large. I just want it to be dainty. And I'm thinking about using these two. So I'm going to pull some of these out. And I'm not sure. Let's see, which color do I want here? Of these, with this, I think I want that shade. I've got 2 shades here. So I'm going to see how many of those I can pull out and how many of those I can pull out. Get some long head pins. It's great to check out the pattern before you put it on the memory wire. So I'm going to let that sit here until I need to get into those beads. I have my wire. I've already filed the ends of it. And instead of putting that loop in the end, since I don't know how much pattern I'll need. And by the way, this is 2 1/4 inches in diameter. I don't think I said that. 2 1/4 inches in diameter. I think I'm just going to start working my pattern, play some music for you, and I'll be back as soon as I'm done here. It's nice to have something to look at on this one instead of just randomly putting them on here, putting the beads on.
That's how much they want to kiss you.
Okay, I'm not going to be able to finish the pattern off exactly, but I am going to check my pattern and see if it looks okay. I just need to back down a little bit. And that's okay. I don't think this one matters so much if it's ending exactly the same. I think I'm good. So what I need to do is get my round nose pliers and get my loop on here. Now let's take this clip off, and I do see here I need to trim it just a little bit. I'll do that over my trash can. Be right back. Give it a little filing. Making sure it's lined up. And we have, I didn't even have to get into these. We have another bracelet with the turquoise. Let's see how it looks. What do you think? Can you even see it, or did it just disappear? In fact, did all of them just disappear? Can you see the bracelets for the shirt? Like I said, it's one of my favorites. Can you tell? I'm wearing it in my thumbnail. Oh my gosh, they do kind of disappear. I could put this one over here, and this one here, and that one there, and just make them all disappear. The silver one doesn't so much. Oh my gosh. So who remembers highlights where you had to find the hidden objects in the picture? What do you think? Turquoise and black, very dainty. Let's see what happens if we add the black and silver. Maybe put this on the other side. It works. Put it in the middle or third position if you go 1, 2, 3. Ooh, I like that. Not sure how it's going to go with my tan and brown stone one. Let's see. Let's try it just those two. It's not a great match, but if I put it with this one, that's not too bad. Did I do this already? I can't remember. Did I do this combination already? That looks pretty. And then we haven't tried the silver yet. I don't think. I'm getting mixed up now. But there you go. All kinds of combinations by using the memory wire. Instead of using the memory wire like most people do, you know, wrapping it around with 3 strands, you know, the 3 bracelet look, but 1 bracelet. By doing it this way, you have a lot more options. Everything is interchangeable. You can have a lot of fun with it and basically make whatever you would like. Here is my pink shirt, my Good and Plenty shirt, pink, black, and white. And I can wear the silver and the black and silver. And I can make a pink one to pick up the pretty pink. The combinations are endless. Here's a blue and green blouse that I really love. It's got some more greenish turquoise, but I can wear the silver with it. And the black. Maybe the black and silver. I'm not sure if the turquoise will work. I think I could probably get by. Maybe put the silver in between. I could probably get by with that. The taupe one, nope, not the taupe, but I could do 1, 2, and I have one more blouse to show you. I do that sometimes. When I find something I like, I get it in all different colors. And then I have a purple one. Yes, I do. Oh my gosh. I honestly don't find clothes that I like very often, so when I do, there's the purple. Definitely works. So all I have to do is make a purple one. So I need to make a pink and a purple and maybe something with a little bit more blue. My challenge to you is to find your favorite blouse, hopefully one with multiple colors in it and multicolor pattern, and make yourself at least 3 memory wire bracelets or more. You know, you can make more. You can make a white one, tan one, neutral one. You can make as many as you'd like and have fun with it. Let me know what you think of these individual memory wire bracelets, stackable memory wire bracelets. If you like these kind of videos, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Thanks for watching. I'm Vicki with Avante Jewelry, and Mark and I will see you soon. It's endless. They're interchangeable, stackable, and I can make several to match every outfit. I'm not limited to just one bracelet. Be sure to subscribe.